I was getting ready for a performance, and my hair was bothering me. It was a bit long, and I remembered a friend of mine who had shaved her head. It looked amazing, so I thought, right, I'll shave mine. And afterwards I felt so strong, I thought, right, I'm going to keep it shaved. But then, because people asked me, I had to make up reasons as to why I had a shaved head, like the famous Swiss clown Grock had a shaved head. I spent 6 years full-time with the Salvation Army, or that's me on the left in the uniform, and it was really good. It helped me to mature, figure out the world, how it worked around about me, and also to move on to more open spirituality. As for my name, well, my name came about when I was touring schools, and I was travelling by road services bus, and so I'd get out at a place, make a fair racket, and then do my performance, get on the bus, and off to the next place again, and so I was sort of hopping from place to place, and I was just coming back one day, and coming by Mamoni Airport, just out of Dunedin, and I looked out the bus window, saw the green grass, and thought, that's the thing that hops from place to place, the Grasshopper. So decided to call myself Grasshopper from then on. And of course the Grasshopper character comes out mostly in the, or it's seen best in the stilt character, which is really just a giant insect. I really like presenting images where people least expect them. We like things around us to be unchanging. It makes us feel secure. But trees could just as easily cross the road, walk on down to the railway station, catch a train. So, a 3-metre insect in the middle of the city. Then people think, wow, what am I going to see around the next corner? I really enjoy working with my children. My oldest one likes to be covered up with masks and costumes, but my middle one, the one on the drum, he plays an excellent clown, and so we generally tour together at Christmas time and work as duo clowns. Shows a much better duo than when I work singly on my own. I work a lot outdoors. Stilts go really good outdoors. They give a sense of sort of visual power, and excellent for processions and spectacles. When I'm on stilts that are under a metre, then I can run and skip and jump and dance, do those sort of things. But over a metre, the weight on my legs sort of slows me up a bit. I've only fallen off once, and that was practising for the stilt dance actually. But fortunately, as I was going down, I automatically bent at my knees, and so managed to throw my weight in another direction. I think probably the difficulties of being a clown is the travelling it involved. I had to spend 2 years 2 years overseas in Australia and Southeast Asia first, to get the hang of what a clown does, how a clown operates, etc. There's a lot of travelling now. I spent last year about 8 months travelling and was quite tired of the travelling. But I think there's also the fact that I'm walking around the streets when other people are working. So what is this guy actually doing? So this sort of misunderstanding. I ride my unicycle along the street. People shout out, think, he's drawing attention to himself, exhibitionist, etc., etc. I suppose it's really the travelling, and the misunderstanding of other people. As far as my personal life's concerned, being a clown, there was the early difficulties of kids beating into me, not knowing I'm human, because I'm just putting on a fantasy character, this sort of two-dimensional clown character. People react in different ways. It depends where I am, really, I think, because down in Dunedin, people, it seems to me, see me as quite strange. shaved head, riding unicycle, etc. In Wellington, they seem to enjoy it. I think it's probably because it's a bit more cosmopolitan in Wellington. But a lady came up to me in the supermarket and said, "Oh, why do you ride that unicycle?" So I said, "All right, well, I just sort of enjoy doing it." I wasn't going to say, "Oh, well, that's sort of my job or anything." But up in Wellington, people respond really well, and seem to sort of get off on what I'm doing. They enjoy the unicycle around the streets. Most people just sort of snigger behind their hands or wait till I pass before they respond. But in Newtown, of course, I really like it there because the Polynesians are so sort of spontaneous with their reaction. But I was up in the park doing my tightrope. That was good because this lady saw from quite a distance that I was using a rope, so came over just to check out whether I in fact wasn't going to hang myself, which I thought was really nice, just taking responsibility for all sort of social responsibility for people. The tightrope seems to be the logical carry-on from juggling and unicycle because they're all balance skills. So I can now carry a child on my shoulders while I'm on the unicycle and juggle at the same time. So when I get my tightrope walking together, then I'll put the unicycle up on top of the tightrope and then juggle while I'm riding it. It should look good, I think. I think circuses would probably like it. It seems that people today demand some sort of danger act or that's incredible type thing. So I thought, right, I could juggle some knives. So I now juggle machetes as my contribution to the danger act. My last bit of makeup before the show is the nose. My clown is a silent clown, so when I put on the nose, it's complete, finished, silent. I'm totally the clown. And my old self doesn't exist at all. I was brought up in Invercargill in the 1950s when it was really tight, sexist, racist. My high school was run by ex-military men, and being the clown wasn't appreciated. So it was the strap or the cane at school. One had to conform or be beaten down or retreat inside. I see the work of a performer in the way of a catharsis, helping people to let out their own emotions and feelings. Of course, this was the role of the jester in the Middle Ages and Punch and Judy in Victorian England, when the common person could watch in the streets Punch throwing away the baby, beating the policeman, hanging the hangman, the ordinary person winning over the oppressors. They could go back and face their hellish work for another day. The clown has always been an anarchist, able to break the rules and has a lot of power. As a clown, I can throw my machetes around a city street and not be arrested. I can direct traffic, I can dance with a drunk, escort a lady, in fact be quite outrageous. I see my work as being primarily for me, to enable me to develop as a person. It suits me really well because I'm my own boss with my own hours, and it takes up every bit of my creativity. But because I enjoy it so much, then I tend to work all the time, probably 12 to 15 hours a day, sometimes 7 days a week, especially when I'm working on new shows. So I've got to be quite ruthless about myself and taking time off. And so I commit myself to things deliberately to get away from my work. I've always been a very optimistic person, and because of that, I've been able to turn painful things into good. There's a lot of pain and fear in our world because we're going through so much change. So if we look at it negatively, I think we actually create more fear and pain. But if we look at it positively, I think we can change that slowly into happiness and wonder.
No.